The day begins with a quiet stillness. You awaken to the sound of your tribe stirring, the soft rustle of furs being shaken off, the shuffle of feet on the rough stone floor of your cave. The cool air of the early morning brushes against your skin, a sharp reminder of the harshness of the world outside. You feel a familiar ache in your bones, the result of another night spent on the hard, uneven ground. The cave is dim, the light from the dying fire casting long shadows across the walls. The warmth of the flames still lingers in the air, and for a moment you close your eyes, letting the fading warmth soak into your skin, a fleeting comfort in the chill of the morning. You rise slowly, your body stiff from the previous day's exertions, and step out of your bed of animal hides. The ground is cold beneath your feet, the rough texture of the stone reminding you of the unforgiving world outside. You move toward the entrance of the cave, your senses sharpening as you take in the sounds and smells of the wilderness. The air is thick with the scent of earth, dampness from the night's dew, and the faintest trace of wood smoke still clinging to the air. The world outside is dark and quiet, save for the occasional rustle of leaves or the far-off cry of a bird. You know that the day has only just begun, and already the work of survival calls. Stepping into the cool morning light, you are greeted by the vast, endless desert. The land stretches before you, an unyielding and beautiful expanse. The sun is still low on the horizon, casting a soft glow over the landscape, its rays touching the earth gently, as though testing the warmth of the day to come. You feel the ground beneath your feet, firm and familiar, the soft sand shifting slightly as you walk. The stillness of the desert is only interrupted by the faint breeze, carrying with it the scent of distant plants, the earth beneath your feet, and the promise of another day of survival. The morning is tranquil, yet there is an underlying tension, an awareness that survival in this land requires constant vigilance. Each day is a new challenge, each step a calculated risk. You are not alone in this world, and you are not the only one awake to face the new day. Your tribe stirs behind you, each person readying themselves for the work ahead. The hunters prepare their spears, the gatherers begin their search for food, and the women of the tribe take stock of what is needed for the day's meals. You feel the weight of their expectations, the responsibility that rests on your shoulders as the leader of your tribe. You are the one who ensures their safety, who guides them through each day, and you know that the future of your people depends on the choices you make in the moments to come. You walk toward the fire, its embers now only a faint glow from the earlier warmth. The smoke lingers in the air, swirling gently in the morning breeze, and you take a moment to watch the last flickers of light before they fade completely. The fire is life. It always has been. Without it, the cold of the night would have swallowed you whole, and the darkness would have brought with it a suffocating fear. But the fire in its quiet presence has always given comfort. It's the same fire your ancestors relied on, the same warmth that's kept the tribe alive through countless generations. As you crouch beside it, you begin the familiar ritual of rekindling the flames. Your hands move quickly, the motions practiced and fluid, as if your fingers remember the process even before your mind does. The stone strikes the flint, sending off a spark. It catches in the dry kindling, and soon the fire is alive once more, crackling as it grows. You blow gently on the embers, coaxing them to life, feeling the first real warmth of the day sink into your skin. There is a certain peace in this moment, in the simplicity of it. The ritual of fire starting, so deeply ingrained in the fabric of your existence, is both calming and grounding. You find comfort in the way it brings everything back to life, both the earth around you and the tribe that depends on you. As the flames rise higher, you stand, stretching your sore muscles as you look around the camp. The tribe is starting to gather now, each person emerging from their shelters, ready for the day's work. You can hear the clink of tools being prepared, the low murmur of conversation as plans are made. The rhythm of the day begins to take shape, each person playing their part in the dance of survival. The hunters are already sharpening their spears, discussing which part of the land they will target for game. The gatherers begin their trek to the nearby forest, their baskets slung over their shoulders, eyes scanning the ground for edible plants, roots, and medicinal herbs. The women prepare the area for cooking, their hands moving efficiently, and the children, full of energy, run through the camp, laughing and playing. For a moment you watch them all, the energy of the tribe flowing around you. They move with purpose, each of them contributing in their way to the tribe's survival. And yet, despite the rush of activity, there is a calmness to the morning. This moment is quiet, almost sacred, as the tribe gathers in peace, the foundation of their survival in the harshness of the world. The air is warm now, the sun fully risen and beginning its journey across the sky. The first task of the day is clear: the hunt. The tribe relies on the meat of the animals that roam the land to sustain them, and the men, skilled hunters, are preparing for the day's pursuit. You walk among them, offering a word of encouragement, a glance of approval. Your role is not just to lead, but to remind them of the importance of the work they do and the unity that holds the tribe together. Each hunter is a vital part of the whole, and each contribution, no matter how small, is essential. You pause briefly by the water's edge where the women are filling their vessels. The river runs steady, its flow constant, its source unknowable, but you trust it as you trust the earth beneath your feet. The water, though simple, is a gift that sustains life. It nourishes the tribe, cleanses the wounds from the hunt, and cools the body in the heat of the day. Watching the women work together, lifting their baskets, filling them with the cool, clear water, you feel a sense of pride for the tribe, for their resilience and unity. Turning back towards the center of the camp, you see the fires beginning to glow brighter as the cooking process starts. The smell of roasting meat mingles with the scent of herbs and the sharp, clean smell of the river. There is a certain beauty in the simplicity of these moments. The fire, the water, the food, small things that, in their quiet way, make the difference between life and death. You breathe deeply, savoring the moment before the work of the day sweeps you into its current. The tribe is ready. You are ready. As the day begins in earnest, the camp comes to life around you. The soft murmur of voices, the rhythmic motion of hands working, the occasional laughter of children. It's a symphony of daily life, a song that has played out for centuries, one that continues to carry the tribe forward, generation after generation. And as you walk back to the center of the camp, you know that, despite the challenges the day will bring, the tribe is united, and that unity will carry them through whatever comes next. The morning wears on, and the camp becomes a flurry of activity as everyone prepares for the day ahead. The hunters, who had been sharpening their weapons in silence, now gather in a tight circle, reviewing their plan. Each man knows his role, each movement practiced and precise. Their bodies, weathered by countless hunts, move with an ease that comes from years of experience. Their eyes are sharp, scanning the horizon as they discuss the best way to track the herd. You stand off to the side for a moment, watching them, taking in the sense of unity they exude. There is an unspoken trust among them, a connection that has been forged through countless days spent in the wild, surviving together, fighting together, and thriving together. You feel the weight of responsibility shift from your shoulders to theirs. They are ready, and you trust them. They move quickly now, organizing their gear, making sure their spears are tightly bound and their arrows are sharp. You give them one final glance, offering a silent nod of encouragement. They understand the stakes of this hunt. It's not just about bringing back food. It's about survival, about ensuring that the tribe will have enough to eat for the coming days. The land is full of resources, but it is also full of danger, and every hunt carries the risk of loss. Turning away from the hunters, you walk over to the women who are preparing the tools needed for the hunt. The women of the tribe are just as skilled in their own ways, gathering the plants and herbs that sustain the tribe, weaving baskets, tending to the sick, and preparing the food. They too have their roles to play in the survival of the tribe, and their contributions are just as vital. Today they will prepare the tools for the hunt, sharpening flint, mending the ropes that hold the traps, and making sure everything is ready when the men return with their prey. Among the women you see Kessa, a young girl who has been learning the ways of the tribe. She's been training under the elder women, learning how to gather medicinal herbs, how to prepare the plants for food, and how to use every part of the animal for tools, clothing, and shelter. Her bright eyes are full of curiosity, and her hands move quickly, as though she is eager to prove herself. She looks up when she notices you, her face lighting up with a smile. You nod at her, acknowledging her dedication. She is young, but she has the heart of a warrior. "Pharaoh," she says quietly, "I've been learning about the plants near the river. I think I know where the best herbs for healing are." You pause, turning to her with interest. "Show me," you say, your voice calm and encouraging. She quickly gathers her things, leading you to a patch of wild herbs near the edge of the camp. The air here smells rich with the scent of fresh plants, a welcome change from the dry desert air. She kneels by the plants, carefully picking leaves and roots, explaining their uses as she goes. You listen, impressed by her knowledge. "You're becoming quite skilled," you say, and she beams with pride. The trust in the younger generation is just as important as the trust in the older. Your people are not just a group of survivors, they are a family. Every skill, every bit of knowledge has been passed down through the generations, and the continuity of that knowledge is what ensures the tribe's survival. You think of Senna, the elder, who has taught you many of the ways of the land, and you realize that you too are becoming a part of that chain. One day, Kessa will pass on her knowledge to the younger generation, just as Senna did with you, and the cycle will continue. As you walk back to the camp, your thoughts turn to the hunt. The tribe has prepared well, and you are confident that today will be a success. The winds are favorable and the herd is close. You can feel the excitement building in the camp, the anticipation of what is to come. The tribe knows that food is vital, but more than that, they know that the hunt is a reminder of who they are. A community bound by survival, strength, and the will to endure. The men are moving now, the hunters lining up, ready to begin their journey. You watch them for a moment, taking in the sight of their focused faces, their steps light and purposeful. They are more than warriors. They are the protectors of the tribe, the ones who keep everyone fed, and in many ways, they are the heartbeat of the camp. As you step back, you feel a sense of pride swell within you. This tribe, your tribe, is strong, and you are ready to lead them into the future. The day is about to begin in earnest, and you are ready. The work of survival never ends, but in moments like these, when the tribe is united in purpose, you feel a quiet satisfaction. The land may be harsh, but it is also full of promise, and you, along with your people, are prepared to face whatever comes next. The sun is now high in the sky, the heat of midday settling over the camp like a blanket. The air is thick with the scent of earth and fire, a familiar mixture that has become a part of your very being. The sounds of the camp have shifted, from the quiet murmurs of preparation to the busy hum of activity as the hunters make their final checks. You watch them from a distance as they move through the camp, their eyes focused, their steps deliberate. The tribe is ready. The long journey into the hunting grounds awaits. The earth beneath your feet feels warm now, the soft sand and rocks pressed by the relentless sun. You pause for a moment, feeling the heat seep through your sandals, the warmth grounding you in the present moment. The tribe is preparing for something significant, the hunt. It is not just about food, it is about survival. This day will determine the tribe's fate for the coming weeks. The thought lingers in the back of your mind as you move toward the fire, where the women of the tribe are gathering, preparing to make the meals that will sustain the warriors for their journey. Kessa's there too, sitting quietly among the other women, a basket of herbs by her side. The women are slicing roots, grinding seeds into powder, and adding the herbs Kessa had gathered earlier. There is a quiet intensity in their movements, a focus that mirrors the hunters preparing their weapons. The women are not just preparing food, they are also preparing for what is to come. They know that the tribe's survival depends on the success of the hunt, and they work in perfect harmony, each motion fluid and practiced, as if they are part of a larger dance that has been going on for generations. You approach Kessa, who looks up as you near. Her face is calm, but you can see the anticipation in her eyes. The air around her is filled with the fresh, sharp scent of the herbs she is using, and you know that she understands the importance of the day ahead. "Are the preparations ready?" you ask, your voice low but full of purpose. She nods, her fingers pausing as she picks a leaf and places it in the bowl. The food will be ready. It will sustain them during the hunt and afterwards. The herbs will help with their strength. You watch her for a moment, the way she works. Her quiet determination a testament to the wisdom she's gathered over the years. "Thank you, Kessa," you say, the gratitude in your voice sincere. Without her, the tribe would be lost. The gathering of food and medicine is just as important as the hunting, if not more so. It's a delicate balance that sustains the tribe, one that depends on the cooperation and expertise of each person. Turning away, you look back toward the hunters. They are now moving out of the camp, their spears held high, their footsteps light but sure. They will travel far today, crossing the dry desert and into the dense forest where the herds graze. The journey will be long, but it is one they are well prepared for. You know they will not falter. They have been trained by years of experience, guided by the wisdom of the land, and you trust them. You take one final look at the camp as the hunters disappear into the distance, the women tending to their preparations, the children now quiet and safe within the camp's protective boundaries. The tribe moves as one, each member contributing in their own way. The strength of the whole is built on the contributions of the individual. The hunters may bring back the meat, but it is the gatherers who provide the sustenance to keep them strong. It is the women who nurture, and the children who represent the future of the tribe. There is a sense of peace in these moments, a quiet serenity that fills your chest. You know that you are not just a leader. You are part of something much larger. Your role in this tribe is crucial, but it is the combined efforts of everyone that will ensure the tribe's survival. The sun beats down on the desert, but you feel no fear. The heat is nothing compared to the bond you share with your people. Together, you will face whatever comes next. As you begin to walk toward your tent to gather your own belongings for the day, you pause for a moment, watching the horizon. The landscape stretches before you, the sun casting long shadows as the day progresses. The air feels heavy with the promise of change, and yet you know that despite the unpredictability of the world, there is one thing that will remain constant: the strength of the tribe. You are ready, and you are not alone. The sun climbs higher, casting its harsh rays over the camp. The heat of midday presses down like a heavy weight, the air thick with the promise of the desert's unforgiving nature. Yet, despite the intensity of the sun, the camp is alive with activity. The hunt is underway, and there is a quiet but palpable excitement in the air. You can feel it in the movements of the hunters, the way they walk with purpose, their bodies primed for action. Their faces are a mix of concentration and determination, each man fully aware of the task ahead. From a distance, you watch them disappear into the distant hills, their figures becoming mere silhouettes against the vast backdrop of the desert. The land stretches before them, wide and endless, and the air shimmers with the heat rising from the earth. As they march forward, you can hear the faint crunch of their feet in the dry brush, the soft rustle of their leather cloaks, the sound of metal and stone clinking against each other. It is the rhythm of the hunt, steady, determined, and relentless. The women who have finished preparing their baskets of food and herbs now begin the quieter task of tending to the children and ensuring the safety of the camp. The children, full of boundless energy, run and play, their laughter filling the air like the chirping of birds. The women, in contrast, move with calm efficiency, their eyes constantly scanning the horizon, their senses attuned to any change in the environment. They are the keepers of the tribe, ensuring that everything remains in balance, from the gathering of plants to the preservation of the food. The tribe may be led by the hunters, but it is the women who ensure that survival continues day by day. You return to the central fire, where the embers still smolder, their warmth now just a faint reminder of the early morning's light. The fire has been tended to, and the quiet crackling of the remaining coals offers a strange comfort amidst the busy energy of the camp. You kneel beside it for a moment, watching the faint tendrils of smoke rise into the sky. The fire, like the tribe itself, is a symbol of life, a constant source of warmth, nourishment, and protection. You feel the weight of leadership pressing on your shoulders again. The hunt is important, but so is everything else. The work of the women, the safety of the children, and the preservation of knowledge. The tribe depends on you not only to lead the hunts, but to ensure that the community remains strong in every way. The rhythm of the day, the hunt, the gathering, the sharing of food, the telling of stories, must continue without disruption. It is this rhythm that sustains the tribe, the beating heart that keeps everything in motion. As you sit there by the fire, your mind drifts to the land around you. The desert may seem barren, but it is full of life, hidden in the spaces between the rocks, beneath the dry earth. You understand this land in a way that only those who have lived with it for as long as you can. Its harshness has shaped your people, hardened them, but it has also given them a deep sense of purpose and resilience. This land is their home, their sanctuary, and their challenge all at once. To survive here is to live in harmony with the earth, to listen to its signs and read its rhythms. The sun is now directly overhead, its heat intense and unrelenting. You rise from the fire, your body moving with the ease of someone who has become accustomed to the heat. You glance back at the horizon, the hills where the hunters are venturing now a distant memory. They will find their prey. Of that, you have no doubt. The desert is not easy, but it is not without its rewards. The hunt is not just a means of survival. It is a test of strength, skill, and patience. You begin to walk toward the edge of the camp, your feet moving steadily, rhythmically. The world around you is alive, and yet, in this moment, it feels like the calm before the storm. You know that the hunt will determine the tribe's fate for the coming days. If successful, it will ensure their survival, providing food and sustenance for the tribe. If not, it will be a reminder of the fragility of life, the precarious balance that holds everything together. As you walk, your thoughts return to the tribe, the children playing, the women working, the hunters setting out on their journey. You are not just a leader in this moment, you are a part of this living, breathing community. You are connected to each person here, from the oldest elder to the youngest child, all working together, each contributing their strength and wisdom. It is this unity that makes the tribe so resilient, so capable of enduring. By the time you return to the fire, the camp is quieter. The children have settled, the women are preparing for the evening meal, and the sun is beginning its slow descent, casting long shadows over the land. The hunt is still ongoing, but you feel confident in your people, in their ability to bring the day to a close with success. The work of survival is never done, but for now there is a quiet peace in the camp, a sense of accomplishment in the air. As the sun begins its slow descent in the sky, the camp becomes quieter. The heat of the day has softened, and the air feels cooler, carrying the faint scent of the earth and the dry leaves of the surrounding wilderness. The shadows grow longer, stretching across the camp like the fingers of the night, drawing a veil of calm over the land. The hunting party has long since disappeared into the hills, leaving behind only the sound of their footsteps fading into the distance. The rest of the tribe remains in the safety of the camp, moving through their evening routines with the same quiet efficiency they've relied on for years. You stand by the fire once more, the embers now glowing with a steady warmth, casting flickering shadows across the faces of the tribe members gathered around. The fire is the heart of the camp, its light a symbol of security, its warmth a comfort in the cooling evening air. The smell of roasted meat begins to rise, mixing with the earthy scent of the herbs that the women have gathered. There is something deeply satisfying in the simplicity of these moments, the shared work, the steady rhythm of life that carries you through each day. Kessa, having finished her work, joins you by the fire. Her basket is now empty, the herbs and plants she collected carefully stored for later use. She walks with a quiet grace, the dust from the day's work still clinging to her skin. As she sits beside you, you notice the calmness in her eyes, the weariness that comes from a day spent under the harsh sun, but also the quiet satisfaction that fills her when the task is done. "Pharaoh," she says softly, her voice a contrast to the bustling activity around the fire. "The river's water has dried up a little more today. If the rains don't come soon, we may need to find a new source." You listen carefully, considering her words. The river is vital to the survival of your people. It provides water for drinking, cooking, and cleaning, and its steady flow is essential to the camp's stability. The thought of it drying up is unsettling, but you know it is a challenge that must be faced with the same resilience that has guided your tribe through every hardship. "We will make do with what we have," you reply, your voice calm but firm. "But we must be prepared for the worst. If we need to find new sources, we will." She nods, her face thoughtful. The land is unforgiving, but we have lived with it for so long. It will provide if we listen. Her words are true. The land has always been a part of you, a part of your people. The desert, with all its harshness and beauty, has shaped you into who you are. You have learned its rhythms, its patterns, and you have adapted to its challenges. Yet there are times when it feels as though the land is testing you, pushing you to your limits. Still, you have survived, and with each trial you grow stronger, more attuned to the land's needs and the needs of your tribe. The camp grows quieter still as the evening settles in. The children who had been running and playing throughout the day are now gathered around the fire, their faces glowing in the flickering light. The women prepare the evening meal, their movements smooth and practiced, as though each step is part of a well-worn dance. The men, who have returned from their long day's journey, sit together, their faces tired but content, grateful for the food that will sustain them until the next hunt. You look around the camp, taking in the faces of your people, their eyes tired but full of purpose. This is what it means to survive, not just to exist, but to thrive together, to share in each other's burdens and successes. Every face here tells a story of struggle, of hardship, but also of triumph. You see the children, full of life and energy, and you know that they will grow up with the same strength that has carried you through your own life. You see the elders, their faces lined with the wisdom of years, and you know that their stories, their knowledge, are the foundation upon which your people stand. The fire crackles softly as you sit with the tribe, the warmth of the flames wrapping around you like a blanket. The day's work is done, and now it is time to rest. The stars begin to appear in the sky, their light faint but steady, against the backdrop of the night. You take a deep breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs, and for a moment, you allow yourself to simply be. There is no rush, no urgency. The work will resume tomorrow, and you will face it just as you have faced each day before, with determination, with strength, and with the support of your people. For tonight, though, there is peace, the fire, the warmth of your tribe, the steady rhythm of your life. It all feels right. It feels like home, and in this moment, that is an fight. As the evening stretches on, the desert air cools further, and a peaceful hush settles over the camp. The fire now burns steadily, its glow casting a soft flickering light across the faces of the tribe. The smell of roasting meat fills the air, mixing with the earthy fragrance of the plants that Kessa and the others have gathered. The crackling sound of the fire is the only noise that breaks the silence, the rhythmic popping of the logs keeping the steady beat of the night. In the distance, the desert is vast and still, stretching endlessly toward the horizon. The sky above, now a deep navy blue, is dotted with 1,000 stars, each one a tiny, distant fire, burning bright against the velvet expanse of night. The camp is calm now, the day's work complete. The children have long since finished their play and are now lying on their blankets, their tiny bodies curled up in exhaustion. The women sit nearby, preparing the last bits of food, their movements slow and deliberate as they arrange the meal for the evening. There is a quiet comfort in the way they work together, the simplicity of their actions, the soft murmur of their voices blending into the background like the wind. You sit near the fire, your body at ease, the warmth of the flames a contrast to the cool desert air. Your mind, usually sharp with the day's demands, now finds a rare moment of stillness. You feel the fire's heat against your skin, the light casting long shadows over the ground, and you close your eyes for a moment, letting the peace of the night wash over you. The sounds of the camp, the crackle of the fire, the soft voices of the women, the quiet stirrings of the children, are like a lullaby, a gentle rhythm that soothes the mind and heart. In the distance you hear the low murmur of the men returning. The hunters are back. Their silhouettes are slowly becoming visible as they approach the camp, their bodies tired but their faces filled with the satisfaction of a hunt well done. You stand, your body aching from the day's work, and make your way toward them. They are weary, but their eyes gleam with the triumph of their success. The hunt has been successful, and they carry with them the fruits of their labor, the meat of a wild beast, a prized catch that will feed the tribe for many days. Brune, the leader of the hunters, is the first to approach. His face is dusted with the earth of the journey, his clothes tattered from the day's work, but there is a quiet pride in his gaze. The others follow behind him, each of them carrying the heavy load of their success, their shoulders squared with the weight of the hunt. "We've done well today, Pharaoh," Brune says, his voice gravelly from the long trek. "The herds were close and we were able to catch 2 of the largest ones. It will be enough to feed us for days." You nod, your heart swelling with pride for the hunters. "You have done well. Your strength and skill ensure the survival of the tribe. You have earned this meal." Brune smiles, a flicker of satisfaction in his eyes. "It is the land that gives us this gift," he replies. "We are but its stewards." The rest of the hunters gather around the fire, unloading their catch and preparing the meat for roasting. The fire's heat intensifies as the meat sizzles, the savory aroma filling the air and making your stomach growl. You sit back down by the fire, watching as the tribe comes together, the men joining the women, the children crawling into their laps, eager for the evening meal. The atmosphere is one of quiet celebration. There is no need for loud words or grand gestures. The work is done, the food is plentiful, and the tribe is united in this simple, shared moment of joy. The meat is served and the tribe gathers round the fire to eat. The meal is simple but nourishing, the meat tender and rich with flavor. Each bite is a reminder of the effort it took to bring it here. The hunt, the preparation, the shared labor of everyone in the tribe. As you eat, your thoughts drift once more to the land. The desert, with all its hardships, has provided today. The cycle of life continues, and the tribe has once again found the balance it needs to survive. The fire burns brightly, and the laughter of the children, the soft conversations of the women, and the quiet hum of the men create a symphony of peace. A reminder that in this harsh world, the tribe has built something beautiful. A life lived in harmony with the land. The night grows deeper, the stars now fully visible, their cold light casting a gentle glow over the camp. The wind picks up slightly, rustling the trees and stirring the fire, but it is a soothing presence, a natural lullaby that ushers in the calm of the night. The tribe settles in for the evening, the work of the day done, the challenges of tomorrow still to come. But for now, there is peace, there is warmth, there is rest, and as you close your eyes, the sounds of the tribe settling in, the crackling of the fire, the distant call of a night bird, you feel the weight of the day finally slip away. Tomorrow will come with its challenges, but tonight you are content. Tonight you are home. As the night deepens, the warmth from the fire flickers gently across the faces of the tribe, casting soft shadows that dance across the sand. The crackling of the fire fills the silence, a steady rhythm that beats in time with the pulse of the earth itself. You sit close to the fire, the heat spreading through your limbs, soothing the ache of the day. The air is cooler now, the desert night bringing a welcome relief from the heat of the sun, and the sky above is a canvas of stars, their cold light glittering in the vast expanse of the night. The tribe, now sated and content, settles into the quiet of the evening. Some are already lying down, wrapped in the warmth of their furs, their bodies resting from the day's labor. The children are nestled close to their parents, their small forms curled into sleep, their breathing slow and steady. The elders sit near the fire, their faces soft with the lines of time, eyes reflecting the glow of the flames as they quietly speak in low voices, sharing stories of days long past. These stories are the foundation of your tribe, the wisdom of generations passed down through the ages, each word spoken a bridge between the past and the present. You listen to their words, the rhythm of their speech like a lullaby, a reminder of the timeless nature of life. The stories are simple, tales of hunts, of struggles with the land, of great storms and the bounty of the seasons. But they are more than just tales. They are the teachings of survival, the lessons of resilience that have kept the tribe alive through countless seasons. These stories, carried on the wind through the generations, hold the very essence of the tribe's strength. As you sit there, you allow the quiet of the night to settle over you, the peace of the desert and the camp washing over your mind. There is a certain stillness in this moment, a sense of connection to everything around you, the land, the people, the fire, the night sky. You are a part of it all, a thread woven into the fabric of this ancient world, a piece of a larger story that stretches back through time and forward into the future. The fire continues to crackle softly, its light casting a warm glow on the faces of those around you. The night is full of life, though silent, as the desert creatures stir in the darkness. The sound of a distant howl rises from the hills, but it is a natural sound, a reminder that life here is both fragile and enduring. You think of the animals, the land, the wind, everything that has sustained the tribe for as long as anyone can remember. There is an understanding between you and the land, an unspoken bond that has been formed over countless generations. It is a bond built on respect, on understanding the rhythms of nature, and on living in harmony with the world around you. You lean back against a large rock, the rough surface comforting beneath you. The fire's glow illuminates the silhouettes of the others, their faces serene in the light of the flames. The tribe is peaceful now, the hard work of the day behind them, the promise of tomorrow yet to come. For a moment, the weight of the world seems to lift, and you feel a quiet satisfaction in the simplicity of life. It is not an easy life, but it is one that is filled with purpose and meaning. Every day, every moment is a small victory, surviving, thriving, and continuing on. The wind picks up slightly, a cool breeze sweeping through the camp, carrying with it the scent of the earth and the distant scent of the mountains. It is the same wind that has blown across the land for generations, a reminder that while you may be small in the grand expanse of the world, you are not alone. The world is vast, but in this moment you are part of something that is older and larger than yourself. A tribe, a community, a way of life that has stood the test of time. As you close your eyes for a moment, the quiet rhythm of the camp lulls you into a peaceful stillness. The tribe will sleep tonight, as they always have, wrapped in the warmth of the fire and the protection of the land. Tomorrow will come, with its own challenges and rewards, but for now, there is rest, there is peace, there is unity. In the quiet darkness, the tribe sleeps on, connected by the shared strength of survival and the quiet knowledge that, together, they will continue. The fire crackles softly, the last embers glowing brightly in the night, and the desert, with all its beauty and danger, holds the tribe in its embrace. The coolness of the desert night deepens as the fire continues to burn, its light casting gentle flickers across the faces of the tribe. The air around you feels tranquil, the steady rhythm of the fire's crackling sound mingling with the distant rustle of the night breeze. The stars overhead seem brighter now, their cold light twinkling like distant guides. The night sky, with its infinite expanse, feels both vast and intimate at once, a reminder of the untold stories of the world and the timeless cycle of life that continues beneath it. Around the fire, the tribe has settled into a quiet routine. The men who return from the hunt sit in a circle, their faces still reflecting the satisfaction of the day's success. They speak in low voices, sharing the details of the hunt, recounting the precision of the chase, the careful patience it took to corner the animals, and the strength it required to bring them down. These stories are not just about survival. They are about honor, skill, and the pride of the tribe. The women who had been busy preparing the meal now sit in a separate circle, engaged in quiet conversation, their voices blending with the sound of the fire. The children who had been running about during the day are now nestled by their mothers, their small bodies curled up in the warmth of the firelight. Their eyes flutter with sleep, their tiny hands clutching the blankets that cover them. It's moments like this, when the world slows down and the camp settles into a peaceful lull, that you feel the weight of the tribe's survival most profoundly. The strength of your people lies in their unity, in their ability to come together after each challenge, each trial, and to share in the simple act of being alive. You take a deep breath, allowing the calm of the moment to settle into your bones. The tribe is safe tonight. They are fed, they are warm, and they are together. For a fleeting moment, the world feels as though it's standing still, as though everything is in perfect balance. There is no urgency, no immediate threat. There is just the fire, the faces of your people, and the peace of the night surrounding you. As you sit by the fire, you feel a sense of gratitude wash over you. This is what it means to lead, not just the triumphs of the hunt, or the success of a difficult task, but the quiet, everyday moments that make life worth living. The shared meals, the laughter around the fire, the stories passed down through the generations. All of these small acts of connection are the foundation of survival. They are what bind the tribe together, what make each day worth facing. You feel a deep connection to the land and to your people, as though the earth itself is holding you, reminding you that you are part of something much larger than yourself. The fire crackles again, sending a burst of sparks into the night air. The light dances on the faces of the tribe, and you watch as the embers float upward, carried by the wind. The evening is winding down, the sounds of the desert growing quieter, the stars above watching in silence. You feel the quiet hum of the earth beneath you, the pulse of life running through everything. There is a deep stillness in this moment, and you close your eyes for a brief second, allowing yourself to feel fully present. This is your world, raw, untamed, and yet full of beauty. The desert may be harsh, but it is also full of wonder, and for tonight, it is enough. As the last embers of the fire begin to fade into the darkness, you feel the weight of sleep tugging at your eyes. You stretch out on your blanket beside the fire, your body settling into the comfort of the earth beneath you. The tribe is at rest, the land is still, and for a brief moment there is peace. Tomorrow will come with its challenges, but for now you are content. You are alive, and you are not alone. As the fire's glow fades into embers, the quiet hum of the desert night wraps around you like a blanket. The air is cool now, with a slight breeze carrying the distant scent of sagebrush and the dryness of the earth. The stars above shine down with an almost otherworldly brilliance, each one a faint, sparkling dot in the endless night sky. It is a humbling sight, one that has been witnessed by countless generations, all of them connected by the same view of the cosmos, the same pulse of the earth beneath their feet. The tribe is now fully settled for the night. The children have fallen asleep in their mother's arms, their small bodies curled into tight, peaceful balls, their breathing slow and rhythmic. The women, having finished their evening tasks, now sit in contented silence, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of the dying fire. Their hands are folded in their laps, the movement of their work completed for the day. Even the men, though tired from the hunt, find solace in the stillness, their muscles aching from the exertion, their spirits nourished by the shared success of the tribe. You sit back, allowing your gaze to wander across the faces of your people, feeling the weight of the tribe's history pressing down on you. The quiet moments like this, when the work is done, when the hunt is successful, when the tribe is united, are the ones that carry the deepest meaning. These moments are where the true strength of the tribe lies, not in the ability to survive alone, but in the ability to share, to work together, to endure as a community. The wind picks up again, rustling the leaves of the sparse trees surrounding the camp. The sound is soothing, like a distant lullaby, a reminder of the life that thrives all around you, even in the harshest of environments. You close your eyes for a moment, the sounds of the night settling into your bones. There is a sense of peace in this moment, a feeling of being connected to the earth in a way that is both grounding and comforting. The simple act of existing, of surviving, is enough. The tribe is alive, and that is what matters. From across the fire you hear the soft murmur of the elders, their voices low as they speak among themselves. They share stories of the past, of battles fought and won, of seasons of plenty and seasons of drought. Their voices are steady, their words weighted with the wisdom of experience. You know these stories by heart, but you listen anyway, finding comfort in their familiarity. They are the stories of your people, of everything that has come before you, and everything that will come after. They are the threads that weave the tribe together, binding each generation to the last. As the fire continues to burn low, the glow of the embers is all that remains, casting a soft, flickering light on the faces around you. You feel a deep sense of gratitude welling up inside you, not just for the day's success, but for the tribe, for the connection you share with these people. You are not alone here. You are part of something far larger than yourself, It's a quiet, unspoken bond that is stronger than any weapon, more enduring than any storm. The night stretches on, but there is no rush. There is no need to hurry. For tonight there is only the warmth of the fire, the peace of the land, and the knowledge that you are part of something eternal. The tribe sleeps soundly, wrapped in the safety of each other's presence, the future uncertain but the bond unbreakable. As your eyes begin to close, the sounds of the desert fade into the background, replaced by the steady beat of your own heart. You drift into sleep, the warmth of the fire and the comfort of your people surrounding you. Tomorrow will come with its challenges, but for now there is rest. The tribe will wake with the sun, ready to face whatever the land throws at them. But tonight there is peace. Tonight there is stillness.